just putting pressure on the tail. What's up guys? Today I'm going to teach you the 5 easiest freestyle tricks. And these have to be easy because I don't know how to skate freestyle. I'm about to get a freestyle board and make some tutorials about freestyle tricks, but as of right now I have just almost no experience skating freestyle, so we'll see how this goes. All right, so I don't know what any of these tricks are called, but I think the easiest freestyle trick is this little hand shove. So what you do for this is you're on your board and then you get back on the tail. You grab the nose with your backhand and then you just kind of like you're doing a crail slide, and you just kind of pull while you're jumping and shove it around. So yeah, you kind of have to make sure you jump off of your back foot. You might want to try it at first with both feet on the tail like that, so you don't have to really jump off the board as much. I really have no experience with this. But yeah, I just learned this one today, just messing around with this board. I set up a smaller board. This is 8 1/4 just for this video. And I'm definitely gonna get a freestyle board in the future for some of these tutorials. But this board is working pretty good for right now because it's kind of light. So for the second trick, we're gonna do a Casper stall. So to do this trick, at first, you wanna practice just kind of rolling the board over, standing on it like this, and getting out of it. So before you actually try to do a half kick flip into a Casper, you want to practice just rolling it over onto your foot, stepping on, holding it for a second. Maybe practice just holding it right there. Get good at that. And then you can roll it straight back over like this, or you can do a little varial flip out. So all I'm doing is pulling my foot. All I'm doing is kind of shifting my legs around, pulling it around, and then pulling my toes up and letting it flip over. With the half kick flip version, I'm just lifting my toes up and jumping up and getting on it. All right, so after you're good at that, you're gonna do half a kick flip and you're gonna land with your back foot on the tail. Some people put grip tape on their nose and tail for these tricks, but if you don't wanna ruin your regular board, I would not do that. So it's gonna be easier with a flatter board. It's probably gonna be easier on the tail than on the nose because the nose has a little more shape to it than the tail. But yeah, it's just basically a half kick flip. It's gonna hurt your foot a little bit. So sometimes people will put pads inside their shoe or have a thicker shoe if they do a lot of freestyle tricks. All right, so for the next trick, we're gonna do a Primo Stall. So for this trick, I've got my back foot kind of hanging off, my front foot hanging off the opposite side, and I'm going to be pushing down with my front foot and pulling up with my back foot, and then trying to get my feet on the board. So yeah, just practice trying to get into it a few times, and then to get out of it, you can either do a flip or you can just push the board back down. So yeah, again, I've got my feet kind of on opposite sides of the board, this counter pressure, pushing down with my front foot, pulling up with my back foot, and then I'm just putting my back foot on first, all my weight's over my back foot, and then I'm just gently putting my front foot back on. So getting off, I'm just pushing my feet forward and jumping. And then the other way, I'm just putting pressure on the tail. I did not mean to do that. All right, so I'm gonna save the hardest one for the last one. So for number 4, we're gonna do a hand flip. So with this, I'm gonna do it on the nose. It might be easier for you to do it on the tail, but I'm gonna have my hand facing away from me, my thumb on the tail, or it might be on the nose if you're doing it on the nose, and my fingers on the grip tape. So then I'm just gonna jump, flip the board, and try to get back on it. So you might wanna do this at first with just one foot on the nose or the tail instead of both. Or you could have both feet at the bottom instead of having them spread out like this. It's gonna be a little bit easier like that. But yeah, you're just jumping, flipping the board with your hand. You wanna, if you do a lot of freestyle, you might wanna try decal, non-abrasive grip tape, or sanding down your grip tape on your nose and tail, because you're gonna really wear your fingers down if you're doing this a lot. My friend just told me another trick that I could have put in this video, but I'm gonna save that for its own video because that's a good one. So for the last one, we're gonna do a flamingo. So this is an old trick. What you're doing basically is popping with your back foot, taking your front foot off, and as the board's coming up, you're just wrapping it right here in your legs. So the middle of the board is pressed up against the inner part of your knee, and your foot is holding the tail, and your knee on this side is holding the board. So to get out of this, you kind of have to twist like you're dancing. So you're gonna twist it, and as you twist, you're gonna let go of the pressure that's holding it. Almost hit myself in the face. This is so hard to do with this cord.
I'll give you
I'm not even gonna be able to do it with the cord. I'm gonna have to do it later.
Narrate over it or something.
Yeah. So that's the 5 easiest freestyle tricks. I'm about to get a freestyle board, so I'll be doing some more in-depth tutorials on freestyle tricks in the future, so stay tuned for that. If you like this kind of content, reviews, tutorials, and videos about what I'm learning as I grow as a skateboarder, hit that subscribe button, and thanks for watching.